What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we have returned from holiday and we're here ready for another Manchester City transfer update. And you have my word, it will be daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all the summer transfer window, right from here right through to the end of August. No trips planned or anything. It's daily Manchester City transfer content. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. All details there in the description. Go and press that link, download OneFootball. It's a brilliant app, free app to download, and we'll keep you up to date with all the latest transfer news with Manchester City and all the other clubs from around the world this summer. So go and download it if you haven't already, and do use my link. So let's crack on with this video. We've got loads to get through, so I am going to go through this at quite a rapid speed. So strap yourselves in, let's go. Firstly, I wanted to say Palermo, they've joined the CFG. Welcome to Palermo. They become the first Italian club to join the City football group, and I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the CFG, what players we're going to send to Palermo. It's going to be a great learning experience there. Italy's a lovely country. Welcome aboard, Palermo, to the CFG. Now, moving on, contract news. Luke Mbete, he's signed a new contract at Manchester City until 2027. Delighted for Luke. He's a quality young centre-back. The next big question is he going to be around the first team squad next season or go out on loan? Time will tell. I'm hoping he's going to stay around the first team squad, and with lots of youngsters potentially leaving Manchester City this summer, keeping Luke Mbete, getting him on a new contract and in and around the first team squad could be crucial. So I'm hoping he'll be used around the first team squad and through pre-season as well. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Riyad Mahrez. The Sun have said that Riyad Mahrez, he is ready to enter into contract renewal talks very soon with Manchester City. He wants a 3-year extension with an option of another year on his contract. City are happy to talk with Riyad Mahrez to try and get him tied down. Graham Bailey has said that Manchester City, they hope to have Riyad Mahrez on a new contract by the end of this summer, and City are indeed working on a 3-year contract plus the option of another year, so it would be a 2-year extension on top of his current deal with the option of another season on that. Now, moving on to the outs, we've got a lot of outs to get through, so we're going to start off first with Egan-Riley. CJ Egan-Riley, he was going to join Burnley. That was according to Alan Nixon on loan. We've had more details about it. It's going to be a permanent transfer. It's believed to be worth £350,000 plus £400,000 in add-ons. It was a free contract. It was compensation. We've not had full details, just rumours of them numbers that I've just mentioned. Is believed to be the compensation. Also agreed in this transfer is 30% sell-on fee, and that compensation could rise to as much as £1 million, and he does sign for Burnley on a 4-year contract and linking up with former Manchester City favourite Vincent Kompany, who is the new manager at Burnley. So best of luck there to CJ on his permanent move. Interesting to see how he does. And speaking of players from Man City going to Burnley, takes us on to Taylor Harwood-Bellis, and he has officially signed for Burnley. That was late on Friday after completing his medical on Friday morning. He signs for Burnley on a season-long loan, so wishing the best of luck there to Taylor on his move. And speaking more about Burnley, David Ornstein at The Athletic has said that Burnley are also working to try and get Aro Muric, goalkeeper at Manchester City, on loan for the season. Nothing's agreed, still a long way to make this happen, but Burnley, they're pushing to try and make it happen. There's also interest in Turkey in Aro Muric. Now, moving on, another youngster to speak about is Samuel Edozie. Now, the secret scouts say that Bayer Leverkusen, they are set to sign Samuel Edozie from Manchester City on a permanent basis. Alan Nixon said that it's going to be around £10 million in achievable add-ons is going to be the fee, saying that Edozie wouldn't sign a new contract at Manchester City, and with him having 1 year left on his City contract, City have decided to accept that offer from Leverkusen. Dortmund, they were interested, but it's Leverkusen that have won the race, and we are just waiting for official confirmation on Edozie joining up with Bayer Leverkusen. But again, not much details on the fee and everything that's going to be included for this, other than achievable add-ons. I don't know how much is going to be an upfront fee. I don't know if there's going to be a buyback clause or a sell-on fee included on that deal as well. But when I get more details, I of course will keep you guys up to date first and fast. So make sure you have subscribed. Moving on, another young player, Darko Gyabi. Now, David Ornstein says that Gyabi, he's going to join Leeds United for £5 million. This is going to be a separate deal to that of Kalvin Phillips, which I'll bring you the latest on when we get on to the ins. But Darko has had his medical at Leeds on Friday, and when it does get announced, it will be done as a separate transfer to that of Kalvin Phillips. And moving on to another young player, Romeo Lavia. Now, Dan Sheldon at The Athletic says Southampton, they're close to signing Lavia. No fee was mentioned, but Man City are going to include a buyback clause, much like the deal that took Bazunu to Southampton earlier this summer. TalkSport have said that the total package is going to be worth £10 million, which has been agreed, and it has also been reported by TalkSport and the Mail that they believe a buyback clause and sell-on fees will be included on that deal as well. That's another big blow with another young player leaving Manchester City. And our last young player that we have to speak about for this video is Tommy Doyle. He's wanted by Sheffield United in the Championship. According to the Sheffield Star, I think it was the Yorkshire Evening Post have been reporting on this as well, and Sheffield United have got a lot of interest in signing Tommy Doyle on loan this summer. He had a decent loan, of course, with Cardiff City from January, so further interest there in the Championship in Tommy Doyle. I'm surprised City aren't thinking about utilising Tommy Doyle around the first team squad with the amount of young players leaving City, but there we go. Anyway, moving on, Zack Steffen latest. Martin Blackburn at The Sun says it's going to be a 1 year loan deal for Zack Steffen to leave Manchester City, and Alex Crook at TalkSport have said that Steffen is going to be joining Middlesbrough on loan, and several other sources have suggested this as well. We again are waiting for official confirmation on Steffen joining up with Middlesbrough. The reason for him heading out on loan and not a permanent transfer is Steffen wants to leave Manchester City to be a first team regular at a club so he can put himself in a stronger position as possible so he can make the United States of America's World Cup squad is the motivation there. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Fernandinho. He has signed for Athletico Paranaense over in Brazil. He signs on a 2-year contract. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. We have had official confirmation on that, and wishing the best of luck to Fernandinho. Missing him already. I know his son's posted an emotional story on his Instagram saying that he was missing England, and I can see at some point Fernandinho returning back to England, possibly even to Manchester City as well, possibly as a coach. Who knows what the future holds. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Zinchenko. Chelsea, they're weighing up the potential to move for Oleksandr Zinchenko. Personally, my opinion, I wouldn't be selling Oleksandr Zinchenko. I wouldn't be selling Zinchenko to Chelsea. So it just doesn't really make sense. No, Sterling could well be ending up at Chelsea. Nathan Ake could be ending up at Chelsea as well. Why would we let a third player in Zinchenko go there as well? If there's interest from elsewhere, I'd be more inclined to accept the other team's offer than to Chelsea to keep keeping them strong. I don't really get it. But there we go. Moving on, we have got the latest on Raheem Sterling as well. Now, Chelsea, they were believed to be willing to pay as much as £35 million as a flat fee, plus add-ons to sign Raheem Sterling. That was their second offer. Man City have told Chelsea £50 to £55 million is what it will take to sign Raheem Sterling this summer. Agreements were getting closer, and it is believed that this deal could be sped up now that Lukaku has joined Inter Milan on loan. It could have been complicated that Chelsea were set to sign Rafinha for over £50 million from Leeds. He's still not decided on his future, so who knows. And then it was getting reported a couple of days ago that Bobby Vincent at Football London saying that a fee had been agreed with a total package of £55 million. It was a £45 million upfront fee plus £10 million in add-ons. However, reliability has been put on this from Jack Gorhan, who says the rumours are fake. No fee has been agreed between Manchester City and Chelsea for Raheem Sterling as of yet. Now, moving on, speaking of Chelsea and interest in our players, we do have the latest on Nathan Ake as well. Now, Matteo Moretto over in Italy has said that Chelsea and City are closing in on an agreement for Nathan Ake to rejoin Chelsea, and he's homegrown, of course, and a homegrown player by Chelsea as well should come with a premium. Chelsea were apparently willing to offer £40 million, and considering we paid £42 million for Nathan Ake, I'd be chucking that offer straight into the bin. City believed to be wanting more than £50 million. Bournemouth apparently been offered Nathan Ake, and Bournemouth have said no, they're not interested in re-signing Nathan Ake from Manchester City. Then Football London were saying that Chelsea were preparing their first bid for Ake, believed to be around £30 million. My instinct is saying Chelsea probably looking at around £40 million as a flat fee plus £5 to £10 million in add-ons is what it could take to get this deal sorted. However, Martin Blackburn at The Sun has said that any sale for Manchester City would mean that City need to get a replacement lined up first before Ake is sold, and with Ake being homegrown as well, City could look towards a homegrown player, could look towards a player abroad. If it is, probably looking at a release clause, so it's complicated. We'll see. Now, moving on to the final story of the ounce is Gabriel Jesus, and this is all done and dusted. Fabrizio Romano has said that deal's all been agreed, £45 million, medical, personal terms, not a problem. That hurdle's got over. Jesus has travelled to London. His agent's been in London. There's been pictures of Jesus shaking hands with Edu, who's in charge of the transfers at Arsenal. There's been pictures of Jesus walking out on the pitch with an Arsenal shirt, wearing the number 9 for his official confirmation and announcement video for Arsenal, which still, at the time of me recording this video, has not come. It's also been on Arsenal's website as well that Gabriel Jesus' name is on there. If you want to select his name to add his number onto the back of your new Arsenal shirt with number 9 G. Jesus. So that's going to be coming very soon, just not sorted yet. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got the latest on Savinho. He will not be signing for Manchester City from Athletico Mineiro over in Brazil. He instead is going to be signing for the CFG side ESTAC Troyes over in France. It's a deal worth €6.5 million as a flat front fee plus €6 million in add-ons. It's believed he's going to go from Troyes to PSV on loan, so he's a signing for the CFG, not Manchester City. Now, moving on, the latest on Isaak Toure. Now, RMC Sport over in France have said that Marseille have beaten Manchester City to the signing of Isaak Toure from Le Havre. He's the massive 19-year-old centre-back, of course, and that has now been completed. He has signed for Marseille for €5.5 million plus add-ons. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Stefan Ortega. Already done my announcement video on this. If you want to go and check that out, then do feel free. But Florian Plettenberg of Sky Sport in Germany said that Ortega would join Manchester City within the next week, with his medical being in the past week, which has happened. He signs as a free agent. Medical was done on Thursday. His contract expired, close of play Thursday, and was announced at 10 a.m. on Friday by Manchester City, and he signs on a 3-year contract. So welcome, Stefan, to Manchester City. Wishing him a long and prosperous career here at our club, and welcome to the famous Sky Blue of Manchester. He's going to be wearing the number 18 shirt at Manchester City. Now, moving on to the final story. You guys have been asking for it, all the latest on Kalvin Phillips. City have agreed a deal to sign Kalvin Phillips. If you wasn't aware, it's believed to be £42 million as an upfront fee plus £3 million in add-ons. It's a deal worth £45 million. He was booked in for a medical for the past week that's just gone. All paperwork has been sorted. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. Personal terms all sorted. Medical all done. It has been pretty quiet throughout the last week on Kalvin Phillips, but he did return by the end of the week. There's been pictures of him in the Manchester City training gear with him at the Etihad having his medical, and we are just waiting for City now to make an official announcement to sign Kalvin Phillips. Everything's sorted. We're just waiting for official announcement on that. That could come as soon, I reckon, probably not. If it's not going to come tonight, then it's probably going to come on Monday, probably Monday morning sometime. So yeah, there's no rush for City. Our pre-season doesn't start for another week, so City will get all of their social media and stuff and announcement videos and everything prepared. They'll do the official announcement and then that will be sorted. I reckon that will come Monday, but don't quote me on that. People have been asking about Marc Cucurella. Don't have the latest on that. City need their outgoings first, like Jesus, like Sterling and all that. Possibly even Zinchenko all sorting before a move will be made for Cucurella and potentially other players as well. If Ake leaves, we'll need a centre-back as well. The summer's long. It's going to be exciting. Lots of strange transfers out there with the outs and the youngsters leaving and the first-team players leaving. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date and in the loop every single step of the way this summer transfer window for Manchester City, with daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the rest of the summer transfer window. So if you're new around here, do make sure you have subscribed. 26k subscribers is in the horizon, less than 600 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim. And also don't forget, most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. Link is at the top of my description. Go and download OneFootball. Anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It keeps these videos coming for you guys, so I would appreciate anybody that does do that. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, including Manchester City. It's one source of the places I get to get my information for these videos. It's well worth having. Like I said, it is free, so go and make use of that, and link is in the description. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. It's nice to be back. Had a lovely holiday, and we're ready now. Batteries recharged for the grind for the rest of the summer transfer window. Let's go. It's going to be a busy one. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.